Right, students online, all of you, very good morning, everyone. Very good morning. Welcome to today's class. I hope all of you are keeping fine, doing good. Everybody, today we will be starting our new chapter. We have now come to the end of chapter 1. Okay, so far we have already come to the end of chapter 1. So all of you, we will be starting chapter 2 now. Those of you who are having the textbook over here, can you come down to page number 34? Yeah, page number 34. Until you'll open that up, guys, in chapter 1, what were we talking about? We were talking about different types of computers, and we were talking about something called peripheral devices, right? Under peripheral, guys, we had two categories. What were they? Your input and output. So we went through a variety of input devices. We also went through a variety of output devices. And with that, we came to the end of chapter 1. Now, guys, we move on to chapter 2. Okay. Can you guys underline this word over here? Now, when we say software, guys, we are talking about programs. Everybody okay with this? When we say software, we're talking about programs. Programs that run on a computer. So then your next question is going to be, what are programs? Isn't it? Hurry up. Okay, the programs that run on a computer are called software. So guys, then can you all keep reading it? Everybody, can you all keep reading this? Programs are instructions. Anyone remembers a similar word I was using for instructions? Data. Can you all put that word on top? On top of instructions, can you all put the word data? I also told you all instructions are data. Guys, if instructions and data are the same thing, who is going to be handling them? Instructions and data are given to your processor. And after that, what's going to happen? You're going to get an output, or you're going to get information. You're going to get something meaningful, right? Everybody agree with me? Right. I'll just ask you all a question. If you all do not know this answer, it's completely fine. Can you all give me any software in my computer? Any program that runs on my computer? Microsoft Word. Okay. Can I also say Photoshop? Is Photoshop a valid answer? Photoshop is a program. It is a program that I use to edit photographs, to create logos. Okay. Now everyone look at this. Okay. In my computer storage, you all just told me Photoshop is a software. If Photoshop is a software, can I call it a program that runs on my computer? Why no? I can, right? You all just told me, right? The programs that run on a computer are called software. You all just told me Photoshop is a software. So then Photoshop is a program, right? If Photoshop is a program, shouldn't it be having instructions? Everyone follow my cursor below. If Photoshop is a program, shouldn't it be having instructions? It should, right? Check this out. So everybody look at this. I'm going to go to my computer storage. I'm going to go to something called this PC here. Sorry, local disk C here. This is where all, can you all see the cursor there, boys behind? Tazai, you can see from there. Okay. Can you all see where my cursor is? I'm going to my storage where I store all my softwares. Okay. So I'm going to open it and I want you all to see this. Okay. So inside this folder, guys, can you all see there's a folder here called program files. Inside program files, I store all my softwares. Okay. So open it up. And here you can see there's something called Adobe. Let's open it up. Adobe Photoshop. Now, when I open this up, guys, do you all see so many tiny files over here? Even I don't understand the purpose of this file. Okay. But if I were to delete any one of these files, Photoshop wouldn't open up. You guys understood what I just told you all? If I were to delete any of these files, Photoshop doesn't work. So then what are these? These are Photoshop's perfect program files. So let's say instructions. These are the instruction files of Photoshop. That's why, guys, if you were to delete this, you're deleting an instruction. So does Photoshop know what to do now? Now your processor will not know how to open up Photoshop because you deleted an instruction. Everybody okay with this? So I'm not even going to try and show it to you all. Because if I delete it, I have to reinstall the whole software from the beginning. Everybody okay with this? Does this make sense to you all? Okay. Now watch this. You all told me these are, like if I open up this folder also, you will notice so many files over here. I have no idea what these files are, which means these are instructions files. These are data files. Now watch this. What did you all tell me earlier? Instructions are given to your processor, right? So watch this. I'm going to open up Photoshop now. So what do you think is going to happen now? These files are going to be processed. Now they are being processed, still being processed. Heavy program. Okay. Photoshop is not small. It's still being processed. Okay. My computer is telling me, hold on. We are still processing it. Still processing. and now it. So what would this be? This would be my output. This would be my, give me another word. I can understand this, sir. So what would you call this, sir? This is my information. I can understand this. I can understand the menus over here. I can understand the tools over here. This I understand. This becomes my information. Everybody, are you okay with this, sir? Everyone, introduction is okay? Okay, right. Let's close this now. So everybody, we are going to move on now. So you all just saw this. Why don't you all also highlight this, guys? Why don't you all also highlight this? Why don't you all read it first? See whether it matches with what I just told you all. Everybody, why don't you all read it? Programs are instructions. I just showed you all those instructions that are carried out or executed. Guys, for executed, what can you tell me? Your processor is taking something, executing, it's becoming information. So what's the definition you can give me for executing? Processing, yeah. Converting data into information. Why don't you all put that meaning if you all have space over there? Executing means what? Converting data into information. Can you guys write that down there? Why is everyone fill it up with your notes, will you? Converting, let me see if I can put a shape over there. So I'm going to do something like this. Give me 1 second, guys. Where is it tool? So over here, guys, what I'm going to do is, no, I don't have space. Let it be. Okay, so guys, executed means what? Converting data into information. This is the meaning of executing. Right. Can we guys come down? Can you guys read the second paragraph? There are some computers that can run only one program. And there are some computers that can run many programs. My laptop belongs where? One program or many programs? Many programs. Give me a computer that can run only one program. Mainframe, come on. Mainframe is a very powerful computer. More powerful than my laptop. PC is my laptop, personal computer. We had a specific name for computers that can do specific tasks. Embedded computer. So example of embedded computer, a washing machine, a microwave. Okay, boys. Okay. So you can see over here, I've given you an example, a microwave. It can run only a single program. Okay, right. Now, guys, can you all come down over here? There are a few diagrams that you guys need to be aware about. Be aware of. Last week, did I give you all chapter 2 past paper questions? I gave it to you all, right? I didn't give it. Okay. Fine. Okay, right. Can you guys look at this? Everybody online, can you all see? Under software, we have two main categories. Can everyone put your fingers there and see it? You have system and you have application. Can you guys see what system is that? What system software does? I have bolded it for you all. What does it do? Designed to maintain or operate the computer system. So guys, system software manages your whole system. Is it clear? Your entire computer is managed by whom? Managed by system software. So guys, from this explanation, do you understand that system is a lot more important than your application? Are we okay with this? Because it manages your whole computer. If system software is missing, you can't even start up your computer. There's nothing you can do on your computer. Are we okay with this? Everybody, why don't you all read that bold part again? Everybody, bold part again. Designed to maintain or operate the computer system. Are we good? Okay, it manages the whole computer system. Okay, right. Ready? Then guys, below system software, can you see we have three more categories. So we have software, system software. Below that, we have three more categories. What are they? Utility, operating system, language translators. Okay, everyone. Everybody okay with this, boys? Are you all with me? Okay, we have three more there. Okay, I'm going to add one more over there, which is not in your syllabus, but there are a few past paper questions that I've asked you all about it. So can you all also note down over there? Device drivers. There is also something called device drivers. Can you all note down that word also over there? Under system software, guys, you have utility, you have operating system, your language translators, your device drivers. Everybody okay with this? Right. Can you all read that next sentence? What am I saying over there? Everybody online, I hope you all can hear me clearly. I'm sitting quite far away from the mic. What have I said over here? Failure. Exactly. If any one of these were to fail, your computer doesn't work. Are we okay with this? If utility fails, computer doesn't work. If your device drivers fail, what? Computer doesn't work. Are we good with this, everyone? Okay, right. That important it is. Okay, now can you look at the new diagram? Can you look at the new diagram, guys? You have utility, operating system, language, translators. Can you all draw one more box over here? Everybody, we are going to draw one more box and talk about what? Device drivers. Can you all take down this note, everybody? Can you all take down this note, everybody? Device drivers. So what do we do here? Device drivers. This is a program that tells the computer how to work with a particular hardware, device. Sounds confusing. I will explain it to you all now. Everyone noted this down? This is a program that tells the computer how to work with a particular hardware device. Let's see. So we'll start off with device driver. Okay. We'll see what this program is. And guys, did you all notice I said device drivers, which means there are many. There are many. Okay. It's not one. There are many device drivers. Device drivers. Okay. Now, everybody, you don't have the textbook now. They are still printing it when the stock we had finished. Okay. Wait for about 1 week. Okay. Hopefully next week it should be there. Okay. Everybody, why don't you all look at me now? Everybody, if I were to give you, say, if I were to give you a, what do you call? Give me an example. If I were to give you guys a printer, boys, girls, everyone look here below. If I were to give you a printer, as soon as I give it to you, would you know how to operate it? You would need to look at the instruction manual and understand how to use a printer, isn't it? Or if I were to tell you, you know what, use this projector. As soon as I give it to you, you wouldn't know. You would need some time to figure it out, right? You would have to go through the instruction manual and see how to use it. Are we okay with this? Boys, look here below. Similarly, guys, when you connect a hardware device to a computer, let's stop there. What's a hardware device? Sorry? Okay, now we are in O level. Let's upgrade that answer. Any physical component, right? Shall we say? Any physical component that you can connect to a computer, we call it a hardware device. So, boys, look here. When I connect this TV to my laptop knows nothing about this TV. When I connect this laptop to my TV for the first time, my laptop knows nothing about it. Inside this TV, guys, there is a small program called device driver. That driver gets installed on my laptop. Now my laptop knows how to work with this TV. Everybody okay with this? When I connect this webcam to my laptop doesn't know how to work with this webcam. This webcam is a foreign object to my laptop. Everybody okay with it? So there is a driver in this webcam. This driver has to be installed. Then my laptop knows how to work with this webcam. Everybody okay with this? I don't know if you guys have seen this. Windows 11 doesn't do it anymore. In Windows 7, it was there. When you plug in your pen drive, have you all seen bottom right, something will pop up saying installing drivers. Then it says your pen drive is now ready to use. In Windows 11, it's not there and we don't use pen drives nowadays. But basically, when you connect a hardware object to your computer, drivers have to be installed first. Only then your computer knows how to work with it. Shall I show it to you all? Everyone look here. Guys, girls, look here. I'm going to right click on this PC and I'm going to go to, where is it? Manage. Show more options. I'm going to go into manage. When I come into manage, guys, look at this. For every hardware device, I told you, right, there will be drivers. Look at this. If I come to device manager, can you guys see over here? For every hardware device, for my audio, there are drivers. Look here. For my battery, for my laptop battery, there is a driver. Look here, there are 2 drivers that have been installed. So if I right click over here, it will give me the option. Do you want to update the driver? Do you want to disable the device? Do you want to uninstall the device? Everybody okay with this? Because when I connect a battery to my laptop doesn't know how to work with that battery. You have to install drivers, then your laptop knows how to work with that battery. Everybody okay with this? Look here, guys. Where's my webcam? There are some, my laptop has no idea what they do. Can you see the exclamation mark? My laptop is like, there is something here, but we do not know the purpose of it. So there is an exclamation mark over here. Okay, guys, look here. Look at my webcam. Where is my webcam? Camera is where? Camera is here. Can you guys see? Two cameras. Why two cameras? One is my integrated camera, is my built-in laptop camera. And this, the what do you call? HK 4K is my external camera. Everybody okay with it? I think under displays, we should see this TV also. Where is display? Display is over here, but where is monitor? Guys, can you all see this here? This is my built-in display. This is the TV monitor. Everybody saw this? These are what you call drivers. If I were to come and click on disable over here, what will happen? My laptop will not know how to work with this TV because you disabled it. Now, are we okay with drivers? So guys, even for your motherboard, where is it? Even for your motherboard, there would be drivers. Where is it? See, for your processor, you have a driver. Can you see? These are all the processor drivers. Are we good? These are your processor drivers. So now do you all know the meaning of drivers? Everybody okay with this? Right. Awesome. Let's keep moving. Then guys, can we move on to utility software? Let's have a look at utility software, everybody. What does it say over here? Carries out configuration and maintenance. I'll explain that to you all in detail when we come there. Next, we have your operating system. Everyone okay with this? Operating system, you guys are all quite familiar with it. We will look at it in detail. And then we have language translators. Okay. Now, guys, all of these we're going to go through in detail. Can you come down to page number? Page number, what is this? Page number 36. Yeah, everybody, page 36, please. Boys, page 36, please. Right. Can you guys come down to utility? What does it say over here? Guys, configuration. Shall we highlight that? Carries out configuration and maintenance tasks. So maintaining your computer, taking care of your computer is done by whom? Utility software. If you can remember these two words, configuration and maintenance. Are we good? Everybody, can you remember these two words? Configuration and maintenance. Okay. Now, in order to maintain your computer, it has 4 tools. What are the 4 tools? It has something called backup. It has something called defragmentation, something called compression and formatting. Now, the diagram is getting much bigger. At the top, what did we have? Software. Under software, what were the 2 main categories? System and application. Under system, we had utility, operating system, language translators, device drivers. Now, we already saw device drivers. Now, we are looking at utility. Under utility, we have 4 more tools. Backup, defragmentation, compression, and formatting. Okay, if you can't remember it, not a problem. Okay, as we keep doing this, you will start remembering it. Okay, this is how it's at the beginning. Okay, right. Shall we have a look at what these are, guys? So, everybody, let's have a look at backup. Everybody, guys, girls, let's have a look at backup. So, can everyone come down over here? Can you guys have a look at backup over here? So, can you all see the bold words over here? What does it say? Creating a copy of your files. Making a copy of your files is known as backup. Everybody okay with this? So, say for example, guys, when you have extremely valuable files, you have a worry, right? What if it gets deleted? What if a virus corrupts it? Is it clear? What if I lose it? What if my device stops working? You have a worry, right? So, what do you normally do? You would make copies of it, right? Making copies of a file, we call it backup. Everybody okay with it? So, guys, if you look at my laptop, guys. If I type backup here, guys, Windows gives me its own backup software, but I don't use it. Okay, I'm using a separate software, but Windows has its own backup software where it will back up your data for you. What does backup mean? Creating a copy of your data. Why would you create a copy of your data? In case you lose it, in case your device gets damaged, in case somebody steals it, in case it's corrupted by a virus. Are we okay with this? These are reasons why you would copy your data. Okay, right. Don't your smartphones already have it? If you're using Android, who is backing up your data? Google Drive. If you're using an iPhone or iOS, iCloud is automatically backing up your data. So normally Google gives you 15 GB for free, right? Android, sorry, Google gives you 15 GB free. After you need to start paying. And iCloud gives you 5 GB free. After you need to start paying for it. Okay, right. So guys, everybody, when doing a backup, guys, when creating copies of your files, boys, when creating copies of your files, there are certain factors you must consider. Okay, can you guys go through these factors? Number one, frequency. How often are you going to do a backup? Guys, boys, everyone look here below. Right now on your smartphones, how often do you do a backup? Monthly? I don't think so. No. Daily when? You don't do it. Automatically the phone does it for you, right? Sure. What is the setting you have enabled? Maybe I'm saying by default, what's the setting? Backup happens when you connect to Wi-Fi, right? Normally, when you connect to Wi-Fi, everything starts backing up and updating, isn't it? That's normally the setting we have on our phone, unless you have changed it. Okay, unless you have changed it. But normally on our smartphones, the frequency of backup is whenever I connect to Wi-Fi. Okay, can you guys keep reading it? You have put never. Very dangerous. Choosing never. Okay. Then guys, media devices, we haven't learned storage devices yet, but something else is you would choose where to back it up. On a pen drive, on a CD, on a hard disk. What are you guys using on your smartphone? You guys, what storage media are you all using? You're using a CD on your smartphone? I haven't taught it to you all yet, but I just told you all. Cloud storage. You're using the cloud, right? You're storing your data on the internet, isn't it? Most of you, even including me, guys, even I on my laptop, I back up all my files on OneDrive. OneDrive is known as a cloud storage. It's all on the internet. I mean, using a pen drive can get lost. CD, DVD, devices don't support CD, DVD. Hard disk is a bit too slow. So the cloud is the best now. Okay, keep reading it, guys. We are going a bit too slow now. Size of backup means how much of data. You can back up on an SD card too. Yes, sir. Okay, how much of data? The physical location. Where are you going to keep the backup? Now, guys, is it a good idea? Guys, everyone look here. Is it a good idea for your backup and your original data to be in the same physical location? Bad idea, right? If there was a flood to take place here, your laptop is going, your backup is also going. Isn't it? If a thief were to break in, he's going to take your laptop, he's going to take your pen drive as well. Isn't it? So it's always wise your backup be in a separate physical location. Okay, both should not be in the same place. Okay, keep reading it, guys. How much of data are you backing up? 100 GB, 200 GB? You need to know that, right? Okay. The backup, are you going to use cloud or not? So guys, if your data is very confidential, you're worried about hacking taking place, would you go with the internet? Would you go with cloud? You wouldn't. Okay. Who has access to your backup? What software are you going to use? I'm using OneDrive. Some of you will be using what you call Windows backup. Some of you are using Android's built-in backup system. Okay. And when to run the backup. Okay. Are we okay with this? Guys, from this list, can you all have 3 in mind? Can you all have 3 points in mind from this list here? Everybody? Can you all have 3 points in mind? Sorry? Girls, come on. Okay. Can you all have 3 in mind? Everybody, I'm going to wait for you all. Where are you going to sit? Oh, 4 people, bad idea. Why don't you come and sit here? Come in front and sit, Willow. Okay. Everybody okay with this? Can I have 3 in mind? Everybody have 3 in mind, Willow. Yeah. 3 factors to consider when creating a backup. Boys, read it, Willow. 3 factors to consider when creating a backup. Okay, can you have a look at it? Okay. Come on, everyone. Can you have 3 factors in mind? Okay. Everybody, I'm going to move down then. By the way, again, we are talking about which category? Under software, we came into system. Under system, we came into utility. Under utility, we were in backup. So now we are going to move down. Everybody, we are going to move on to something called defragmentation. Everybody okay? Now, guys, defragmentation, guys. Okay, Amar, and the break, I'll explain whatever you need to know, okay? Right, everybody. In defragmentation, guys, important rule. Can you all put in brackets next to it? Applies only to a hard disk. Defragmentation applies only to a hard disk. Can you all note that down next to the topic? Applies only to a hard disk. Okay. For SD cards and cloud storage and all, it doesn't apply here. It applies only to hard disks. So what does defragmentation mean? Now, everybody, why don't you look at my screen after writing it? Guys, girls, look at my screen below. So everybody, now all of you all, look here, guys. I just showed you all, know these are Photoshop's data files, isn't it? Shall I put it down over here? Applies only to hard disks. Okay. Everyone okay there? Okay. Right, everyone over here, boys, look over here. Now, guys, can you all see these files over here? Everyone, see these files over here, boys. Look at these files over here. Now, these files are stored inside your computer storage device, right? These are tiny, tiny files. We call them data files. We also call them fragment. Okay, what did I say? We can also call these fragments. Okay, because these are so tiny, we call them fragments. Now, if you were to open up your hard disk, guys, the hard disk device is there now. If you were to open it up and actually see how the files are stored. Now, over here, it looks very organized now. Over here, it looks like all the files are properly organized. But sometimes, guys, when you actually look inside the hard disk, these files could be in various places. They would all not be organized. You get it? So when you tell Photoshop to open up, if the files are not organized, what's going to happen? It's going to take a long time to open up. Agreed? Everybody okay with this? If these files are not stored in an organized manner, it's like this. Imagine you go into a library here, and the books are not at all arranged. Books are dumped all over the place. There is no sense of, what do you call, books being organized over there. For you to find a book, it's going to take a very long time. Agree? Because nothing is organized, right? Similarly, guys, inside your hard disk, sometimes what happens? Files start moving all over the place. So when you tell Photoshop to open up, files have to be gathered from many locations. So what does this do? This slows down your computer. Everybody okay with this? So what does defragmentation do? Can you all read these bold words? Can you guys read these bold words? What does defragmentation do? Those fragmented files, those tiny files are put together in an organized manner so that they can be found quickly. Everybody okay with it? Imagine you're going to a library and you ask for a specific book and the librarian says, oh, what do you call? Second shelf, third column, they know exactly where it is. You can quickly find your book. Everybody okay with this? Can you look at this example over here? Boys, girls, everyone look at this example over here. Everyone look at this example over here. Can you see over here? The books are not organized. For you to find your book, it's going to take a long time. Okay, because nothing is organized here. Look at this over here. The books are organized over here, right? For you to find your book, you can easily find it. You know, all the volume books are over here. The purple books are over here. Blue books are over here. Are we okay with this? What do we call this? Organized in computer terms, defragmentation. Now, guys, look here. In my computer, can you guys see? If I type defragment, can you all see? Defragment and optimize drives. Everybody okay with this? But my laptop is using not a hard disk. My laptop is using something called SSD. In chapter 3, I'll be teaching it to you all. So in my laptop, defragmentation doesn't really work. But if any of you all are having a laptop that's using a hard disk and it's very slow, I would recommend doing defragmentation. Are we good, everyone? Sounds good? Okay, right. Guys, can you all keep reading this, guys? I have a video to show you all. Everybody, we are reading this. Everyone, can you all read this? As data is stored, keep reading it. As data is stored, keep reading it, please. Okay, so as you guys can you keep reading it, guys? I'm going to show you all a video that explains what is just shown over there. Hurry up, hurry up. Yusuf, move somewhere else, please. Nadia, come in front. Guys, girls, everyone, can you all get ready for this? Optimize for video sharing, share computer sound. Right, let's go. Everyone, can you all watch? Right. Now, guys, did you all read what I told you all to read? Everyone, did you all read this? This second paragraph, especially everybody. Adit, can you read it, please? Second paragraph. Everybody. Second paragraph. Okay. Data moves wherever there is free space. That means it is fragmented, stored out of order. It's going to take time to find it. Okay. Does defragmentation work? Accurate, yeah. It takes a very long time because it has to find the common files, put them together, organize them. It takes a long time, but it works well. It will make a difference in your computer. But guys, many of you all are now using laptops that are not using a hard disk. Nowadays, laptops are mainly using SSD. In chapter 3, guys, I'll tell you all why we are using SSDs. So hard disk usage is going down a lot. Even my laptop, it's a very old laptop. It had a hard disk. I removed it and I put an SSD here because hard disk is generally slow. Okay. So nowadays, laptops using hard disk is not very common. Okay. Will I be able to remove the SSD? Yeah, I can. If I want to upgrade now, I have, I think 500 GB. Say I want to go for 1 terabyte, I can remove this and put a 1 terabyte one. Portable. No. Portable means what? Now, for me to remove it, I have to switch off the computer. I have to remove everything from here, then take it out. That's not portable, right? But if I had an external SSD, that is portable. Whenever I want, I can plug it and remove it. But the internal one is not portable. You get it? Okay. Right. Everybody, under utility, we saw two things. What were the two? Backup and defragmentation. Right. Let's keep moving. So everybody, number 3, compression. What does compression do, guys? Bold words. What does it do? Reduces the size of a file. So how does it do this? Everyone look here. When you compress a file, look at this example over here. Boys, girls, everyone, boys over there. Look at this example over here. Can you all see over here in this particular file, is there repeated data? There is data that is being repeated, right? So when you compress a file, you know what it does? It will take repeated data only once. Can you see? It's taking A only once and noting down how many times to repeat it. It's taking B only once and noting how many times to repeat it. It's taking C only once and noting how many times to repeat it. Did you guys see how the photo got compressed? Not photo, meant file. Everyone saw this. I'll give you all an example. If I were to take a photograph of this classroom, is there anything repeated in this classroom? Nothing. What about the, sorry, which one? The desk. Desk colors, okay. The multiple desks have the same color. Okay. What about the wall? Especially that background over there. It's completely white, right? So instead of storing every white pixel, what will compression do? It will take one sample of that white pixel and note down how many times to repeat it. Everybody okay with this? How does compression make a file smaller? Repeated data, it does not store. What does it do? It takes one instance of that data and notes down what? How many times to repeat it. Are we okay with this? Guys, can you guys read this? Everyone, can you all read this paragraph over here? How does compression work? Everyone, can you all read this? Whenever or where there are repeated patterns of data, in compression, we don't store those repeated patterns. We take that pattern only once and we note down, boys behind over there. What do we note down next to it? How many times to repeat this pattern? Are we good? Everyone, please do remember that. Okay. Good. So under utility, guys, we have gone through 3 things. Okay. Backup, defragmentation, and compression. 3 parts have gone. We are going to go through our final part, which is something called formatting. Everybody okay with this? Boys over here. So what does formatting do? Formatting erases all the data on a storage device. That's it. Everybody, what did I tell you about formatting? What does formatting do? Erases all the data on a storage device. Okay? Right. Can you guys read it on your own now? Everybody, can you all read it on your own now? So normally, guys, when you buy a pen drive and you're going to use it for the first time, or if you buy a memory card and you're going to use it for the first time, what will your computer tell you to do? It will tell you to first format it. Then you can start using it. Are we good? Okay. Then, guys, can you all read this? I told you formatting, what does it do? It removes everything now. But look at this. What does it say over here? Read the last two words. Formatting a disk, boys, will make all of the data on the disk unreadable by normal application. What do you mean by that? When you delete data, your computer will say there is no data inside the pen drive because you just deleted it. But there are some special software that you can use to recover the data that you deleted. Recycle bin, okay. But more than that, we have other softwares. Let me show you this. We have a software over here. Boys, look at this. EasyUS Data Recovery Wizard. So guys, look at this software over here. Boys, look at this software over here below. If you, say for example, guys, you mistakenly formatted your pen drive. You mistakenly deleted the data in your memory card. For example, okay? Can you guys read this software? Can you read what it says over here? Free data recovery software. That free is not very true, okay? Because how much? Free up to how much? Only up to 2 GB. What if you mistakenly formatted a 1 terabyte hard disk? Only up to 2 GB for free, and only once. Only once. If you want to recover after that, you will have to start paying for it. Everybody okay? So this free is not very true. Okay. Everybody, can you all read this? What does it say over here? Restore. Files that you deleted, you can restore them. Deleted documents, pictures, retrieve lost data due to formatting, deleting, OS crash. Is it clear, everyone? Yeah? Who is asking? Are you asking, yeah? So it's like this. I'll give you an example, okay? I gave you some documents, okay? And you tore them. You want to throw them away. You don't want them. You tore them. Okay? Now, does it become readable by me and you? No. But there are some people who will sit down, take those pieces, put them together and try to form a complete paper, right? Agree with me? Sorry? The same thing is happening in your pen drive. Okay? It's all tiny fragments of data. This software will try to put those fragments together and give you a complete paper. Make sense? So do you think it will take a short time or a long time? It's going to take a very long time. The data is still there, but it's unreadable. Okay. So normal applications will not, a file explorer will say there is nothing. But if you use a software like this, you can recover it. It uses, sorry? Yeah, so if you take up now, when you plug in a pen drive, if you right click and go to properties, your pen drive is normally 8 GB. But does it say 8 GB is available? It will say 7 point something, right? So that point something is to store this type of data. Are we okay with this? But it's like this. Boys, look here. After 1 year, you try to recover. That's not going to work. But like 2-3 days after deleting it, you realize it and you want to recover. That's possible. But after 1 month, 1 year, it won't be possible. Okay. Right, guys, girls, everyone. Can I ask you from the top again? Boys, over here. Let's go from the top. Under utility, what do we have? Backup, defragmentation, compression, formatting. Excellent. Superb. Which software manages your entire computer system? System software. Excellent. Okay, right. Everybody, can we read this? Everyone, we are writing this now. Kasuni needs to submit her project file online. I haven't taught it to you all yet. It's a past paper question. What does online mean? Over the internet. What did you say? Over the internet. Online means you're going to upload it to the internet, right? So explain why Kasuni compresses. What does compression do? Exactly, reduces the original size of your file. So why would Kasturi do that? Okay, shall we first say this, guys? What does compression do? Reduces the size of the file. When the file size reduces, will it take a longer time or shorter time to upload? Shorter time. That's a perfect answer. Okay, boys. So can we note it down in full form, guys? Compression would reduce the size of the file. Okay, so this would do what? So this would lead to a shorter time in uploading the file. So this would lead to a shorter time in uploading the file. This is a past paper question from the 2020 paper. Okay. Okay, let's keep moving. Which one of these is a type of software used to compress files? You would be using utility. So over here we put the answer B. Utility software. Everybody okay with this? You didn't write, you need to be a little faster. Okay. Come on, everyone. Okay, right. Let's keep moving. Everyone, boys. Everyone, we're going to move down to operating system. Everybody, can you come down over here? We will be spending some time over here. Your computer's operating system. Again, I'm asking you all. We are under system or application. Right now, we are under system. We have just completed utility software. We now come under operating system. Okay. Now, guys, can you all see these logos over here? You all know what this logo is now? Windows. This is Mac OS. We call this Mac OS. This is iOS. Okay. This is Android, Linux, Ubuntu. We call this Ubuntu. Okay. What's so funny? Okay. Right. Can you guys read the meaning of operating system, everybody? Meaning of operating system, please. Can you guys read it? Everyone, boys, can you read operating system meaning? Okay. Sounds, I mean, I know you guys understood it. I'm going to show it to you all now. Controls the hardware. Let's see how that works. Okay. Now, guys, say for example, I want to increase the volume on my laptop. Everyone, look at me below. Boys, look here. For example, I want to increase the volume on my laptop. Look at this. I have a speaker now. I have a speaker on my laptop. Right now, I'm using my TV speaker. Speaker is a hardware device. Agreed? It's a hardware device, right? In order to increase the volume, shouldn't I go through my operating system? I have to come here and say increase. Oh, let me do it from here. Everyone over from here, I come and click on this, and what do I do over here? I have to say, you know what? Increase the volume, decrease the volume. Is it clear? I have to go through my operating system to control my hardware devices. Everybody okay with this? Say, for example, I want to control this TV. Windows P. Okay, I can now control the TV. Okay, do I want my display to go there or not go there? Duplicate it, extend it. Everybody okay with it? So is that first part okay? Everybody, is this first part okay? Controls the hardware. All good? Right. Now, can you all read the second part? Prepares it to run other software. Now, guys, any software you want to install, for example, Photoshop. For me to use Photoshop, shouldn't I go through Windows? I have to, right? I have to tell Windows, right? Look here. I press start. Windows shows me this. Then I start typing Photoshop. I have to tell my operating system. Where? I have to tell my operating system, open this program for me. Everybody okay with this? So do you all agree with the definition over there? Read the definition again. Controls your hardware and prepares it to run other software. Are we all good with that, boys? Okay. Right. Can you all read it again, guys? Okay. Can you all read it again? Controls the hardware and prepares it to run other software. Okay. Right. My TV is a hardware. In order for me to control it, I have to go through my operating system. Now look at the TV. The TV also has its own operating system. If I want to control the TV's volume, everyone, boys, students online, you all cannot see this. If I want to control the TV's volume, I have to tell the operating system, increase it or decrease it. Everyone okay with it? I have to tell the operating system. The operating system only controls it. Are we good with this? Okay? Right. Can everyone move down over here? Two types of operating system. Boys, can we have a look over there? You have single user operating system. All your laptops, all your smartphones are using single user. Is it clear? How many users can use your computer? It's only one, right? At a given time, only one user can use your device. We had two words. We had another word for it. What was it? Personal computer. Your computer is a personal computer. If it's a personal computer, what type of an operating system? Single user operating system. But guys, what about server computers? Such as a mainframe, they'll be using something called a network operating system. An operating system that can handle many users at the same time. Everybody okay with this? When you access Instagram, you're accessing Instagram server. Agree? Instagram server will be definitely be using a network operating system. Everybody okay with this? Okay? Right? Can you guys read network operating system? Everybody have a look at network operating system, please. Okay. Network operating system. Can everyone have a look at it? Come on, guys, girls. All of y'all. Network operating system. Okay. Right, guys. I'm going to move on. We're going to do one function. Okay. Okay. Roles, jobs of your operating system. Everybody okay with this? We are going to look at the duties of your operating system. Quick question. What operating system am I using? No. Okay. What brand am I using? I'm using Mac. I'm using Windows. I'm using Windows 11. Okay, everybody. Everybody, the operating system I'm using is single user plus it's Windows 11. Everybody okay with this? Windows 11. Right. Function number 1. Can everyone read this? We have something called memory management. Everybody, I have a component called RAM in my computer. Another word for RAM, what do we call it? No, random access memory. We can also call it your computer's memory. Are we okay with this? Managing this memory is whose job? Operating system. I'm going to show it to you all, okay? In chapter 3, we will be talking about it in detail. I'm going to just show it to you all. Control Shift Escape. Everyone look here. My operating system is showing me right now how it's managing my RAM. It's 87% full. 87% full of what? Google Chrome is running on it. Edge is running on it. Microsoft Management Console is running on it. Magnify is running on it. Can you guys see this? Who is managing it for me? My operating system. What were we calling this feature? Memory management. Who does it for you? Your your operating system. Memory management is the RAM. Who manages the RAM? Operating system. What does the RAM do, guys? Chapter 3 here. Are we okay with this? In chapter 3, I'll tell you what the RAM does. Are we okay with this? Again, I'm asking you guys last time. Who manages your RAM? The operating system. What do we call it, guys? Managing of the RAM, we call it memory management. Managing of the RAM, guys, we call it memory management. Okay, right. Guys, I want to complete this and then we're going to do a few past paper questions. Right. Once memory management is done, guys, can you come down to resource management? Everybody, can you have a look at resource management? Everyone, boys, girls, look here. Look at me. Everyone. In your laptop, guys, do you agree that we have so many hardware components? You have a speaker, you have a monitor, a mouse, a keyboard, a RAM, okay? You have various components in your computer, right? Somebody needs to manage all of them, right? So it is your operating system that will manage every single component in your computer. What do we call that feature? What do we call that feature? Resource management. Managing of all resources in your computer is done by your operating system. Are we good, guys? Everybody again, shall I go from the top again? In your computer, you have various gadgets connected to it. Okay, who manages all these gadgets? Your operating system. What do we call it? We call it resource management. Can you guys read resource management? Everyone, can you read it? What did I tell you, mister? Move that side now. Okay? Yeah. It can be, it doesn't matter, but those are gadgets. Okay? Right. Boys, can you read it now? Resource management. Memory management, putting data into memory, taking data out of memory. Yes, sir. Can everyone read resource management? Boys over there, you all should be reading now. Okay? Okay, managing your processor, your graphics cards, external devices such as a printer, okay, as well as managing your memory. All this comes under resource management. Are we good? So far, I have given you all two functions: memory management, resource management, both done by your operating system. Are we good? Right. Can you guys move on to the next one? Controlling input and output of data in your computer. Are we okay with this? Controlling all that goes into your computer and all that comes out of your computer, handled by your operating system. Okay? All the instructions you give and all the information given to you by your computer, it's handled by your operating system. Are we good? Three functions. Function number 4. Whenever there is an error in your computer, who informs it to you? Your operating system. Everybody okay with this? When there is a problem in your computer, when there is an error in your computer, it is your operating system's duty to inform it to you. Are we all okay with that? Okay, can you guys read that? Everyone, can you all read that, boys? Can you all read that, please? Any error that takes place in the computer is informed to the user by the operating system. Can you all read the next one, guys? Protecting your computer from unauthorized users is also a function of your operating system. Okay? So guys, if you want to put a pin for your smartphone, who do you have to go through? You have to go through your operating system, right? Security is a feature. You have to go through your operating system. If you want to put a password, you have to go through your operating system. You want to put a pattern lock, operating system. Are we all okay with this? Can you guys read security? Everybody, can we read security? Okay, so guys, if I want to just read it first, everyone read it. Boys, girls, everyone, can I read it, please? Okay. Come on, guys, read security, please. Okay, biometrics, password, PIN, pattern, all that is given to you by your operating system. Okay. There is something called firewall also over there. I haven't taught it to you all yet. Okay, but that is also a security feature. Everyone over here, we are talking about something called firewall. I haven't taught it to you all yet. This will come when we start learning networks. But this is also provided to you by your operating system. Shall I show it to you all? If I go into start and if I type firewall, can you all see? My operating system is giving me something called Windows Defender Firewall. What does a firewall do? In chapter 5, okay? Not now, okay? Then guys, can we go to our last? Now, this is not the last function. There are many more. I have mentioned only 6 over here. Can you all read the next one, everyone? Prince pooling. Boys, everyone, prince pooling. When you, everyone look at me. When you send, now for example, this textbook has 170 pages. When you send a document to print, your printer does not know what is the first page, what is the second page. You know who tells it to the printer? Your operating system. That is what we call print spooling. Queuing the pages for printing is what we call print spooling. I'll show you guys one more thing. Look here. If I come to print, can you guys read these options over here? Everyone read these options over here. 1 second. Processing. Everyone look here. Say for example, I tell my computer to, if I tell my computer print, where is it? Print only the odd pages. Do you think my printer knows what are the odd pages? No way. My printer doesn't know. My printer will just print whatever it's given. Who will decide what the odd pages are? My operating system. What do we call this function? This function is what we call print spooling. Are we good? Everybody? Right. Can you guys read print spooling now? Everybody, print spooling, please. Guys, girls, everyone, we are coming to an end. After we're going to be moving to past paper questions. Everybody, can you all read print spooling? Boys, girls, queuing your pages for printing is done by your operating system. We call this what? Print spooling. Okay? Right. Then, guys, we come to our last part under system software. Let's stop for a moment there. Under software, we had system software. Under system software, we had utility. Under utility, we had backup, defragmentation, compression, formatting. Now, utility is done. Next to utility, we had operating system, which we are doing right now. Next to operating system, we had, tell me again, language translators, which we are going to do now. And then I gave you all one more, device drivers. Okay, we had one more, which is known as device drivers. And device drivers, guys, anybody remembers what it does? Teachers tells, shall I say tells, instructs your computer on how to work with a particular specific hardware device. So far, so good. You guys remember it. Can we come down to our last part? Language translators. Everybody, your computer, boys, both of you all, very close to being changed, okay? Everybody, language translators. What did I tell you all about it? Your computer does not understand English language. Is it clear? Your computer deals with zeros and ones. Anyone knows what we call that language? Binary. Your computer understands only binary. So when you talk in English to your computer, it needs to be converted into binary. Who is doing that? Something called language translators. Everybody okay with this? We use something called language translators in order to convert our language into a language the computer can understand. Okay, there are 3 types of language translators. What are they? Assemblers, compilers, and your interpreters. Are we all okay with this? There are 3 types of translators: assemblers, compilers, and interpreters. Everybody okay with this? Right. Now, guys, I told you all in system software, if any part of system software were to fail, what would happen? The computer wouldn't be able to work, right? The computer wouldn't be able to operate. So, guys, now look and tell me, if utility is not working, what's the problem? What would slow down? What program? I mean, guys, what does utility do? It carries out maintenance, right? So if utility is not there, can maintenance take place? Maintenance can't take place. Your computer cannot be maintained. Okay. If your operating system is not there, you can't do anything with the computer, right? You have no way of communicating even with the computer. If your language translator is not there, can the computer understand anything you tell it? Answer is no. Can you understand anything the computer tells you? Answer is no. And then finally, we have device driver. If device drivers don't work, what's going to happen? Your computer will not know how to work with any hardware device, right? Your computer will not be able to work with any. Okay, right. Everybody, can you move down to past paper questions over here? I gave you all about 6 functions of an operating system. Can you all move down over here? Give me 2. Guys, give me all 4. Give me 4. Not 2, give me 4. Okay. Right. What do we have? Number 1, memory management. Managing your RAM, done by your operating system. Next, what do we have? Resource management. Managing all the physical components in your computer. Resource management. Next, what do we have? Providing security through firewalls, password, PIN, pattern, biometric, all these features. Next, what do we have? print spooling, queuing your pages for printing, because your printer doesn't know the order. It's your operating system that will tell it the order. Okay. One second. Okay, there's another question coming up. One second, please. Okay, right. Let's keep moving. Question from the 2021 past paper. Which one of these is a type of software Harvard should use to make copies of his application? To make copies, guys, he will be using utility software. So here we put the answer D. Okay. Draw one straight line from each example of utility software to the correct purpose. So compression would go reduce. Are you sure? Very nice. Backup would go create copies of files. Very nice. Anti-malware, I haven't taught it to you all yet. Protects your computer from viruses. Very nice. Everybody, right. Guys, can we go into chapter 1 now? Everyone, chapter 1 past paper questions. Chapter 1, please. Chapter 1 past paper questions, please. You have it? Hurry up, boys, girls, everyone. Chapter 1, please. I'll tell you. Chapter 1. Page number 8. Can we have a look at page number 8? Everybody, page number 8. Page number 8. So, Nihal arrives at a hotel. Nihal fills in a form at the hotel reception desk. State one use of OCR. Optical character recognition. So, what's the use of it? To detect the characters, to identify the characters written on a paper, or to scan the characters written on a piece of paper. Okay, so you can say OCR can be used. OCR can be used to scan the text written on the form and input this data to the computer. Okay, and input this data to the. Okay, let's keep moving. Question 19, guys. Some teachers use OMR. Let's stop there. OMR is excellent. To reduce their workload when marking tests. Describe how OMR works. Okay, in terms of a teacher, tell me below. Okay, I'll start with your answer. OMR can be used to scan or identify the black dots on a piece of paper. Now connect it with teachers. OMR can detect the black dots on a piece of paper, okay? Can detect the black dots, or can detect the position, of black dots on a piece of paper. So it can be used to mark what type of exams? MCQ. Everybody got a paper? Nice. Thank you so much. Okay. So it can be used to mark MCQ exams. Can you just add one more sentence? It can detect and input this data to a computer system. So it can tell your computer system where the black dot was detected. And then the computer system can say whether it's in the correct position or wrong position. And if it's right, it will give a mark. If it's wrong, it will not give a mark. Okay. I'll see. We are doing this. I'll see if we get time. We have 15 minutes more now. Sorry, 10 minutes more. Which one of these identifies how OMR recognizes text? Optical. It uses light to detect where the black dots are. The name literally tells you that. Optical mark recognition. Okay. Are we good? Right. Let's keep moving from here. Everyone, can we all move down to page number? Everybody, page number 19, please. Which two devices are needed to create and listen to a podcast? So first to create and then to listen to it. Microphone and a speaker. Excellent. So to create it, you need a microphone, and then to listen to it, you will need a speaker. So microphone and speaker. Let's keep moving, guys. Sabir uses a PC for a range of administrative tasks. He wants to produce a letter. Identify one input device that Sabir could use. He could use a keyboard. That's a good answer. He could use a keyboard. Identify one output device that Sabir could use. He could use a printer for his letter. Excellent. Okay. Right, guys. I'm gonna no, guys, I'm gonna move to chapter 2 now. Everybody, we're gonna move on to chapter 2. Guys online, can you all collect chapter 2 from the chat? Chapter 2 is being sent to you all. Guys, girls, chapter 2, please. Guys, open up the paper. Guys online, I have sent it to you all. We're going to move down now. So over here, guys, each laptop has a pre-installed operating system. An operating system is a type of system software. Name the other type of software that should be installed. Application. I haven't taught it to you all yet, but you all know the category name, right? You all know application. So can we note down application over here? Now read question number 2. It's the other way around. Jonas will have application software installed on his computer. Identify one other type of software that must also be installed to run the applications. System software, somebody said operating system, that's also correct. Okay, both answers are fine. But we'll put system software over here. You need to have system in order to run the applications. Okay? Everybody okay with that? In order for you to run your mobile phone apps, you need to have an operating system, right? If there is no mobile phone app, you can't put your operating systems. If there is no operating system, you can't put your mobile phone app. Isn't it? Which one of these is a part of system software? Your device driver. Okay? Question 4 then. The smartphone uses utility software. State 2 users for utility software. State 2 users. Yeah, very nice. Sorry, my bad. Defragmentation. Can you all quickly tell me the meaning of it? organizers, let's say organizers, fragments of, so good, or data, shall I say? Organizers, fragments of data in a hard disk. Okay, in a hard disk. It's a bit too. Sorry? Could you say? You can say, yeah. What does compression do, sir? Reduces the file size. Okay. Answers are coming this side, that column over there. Boys over there. Give me one more below. Backup. What does backup do? Creates copies of files. Yeah. You're practicing now, so let's get down all four. In your exam, write only two. Guys, in your exam, if you write 4 answers, I will be only reading your first 2 answers. No. Okay, otherwise it's like you're writing the answers and telling me to choose the correct answer. That doesn't make sense, right? I didn't get you. No. They are saying state use, no? State. Okay, so for utility software. Give me one. The last one was what? Formatting. Used to delete all data from a storage device. Okay. Shall we move? Page number 3. Still writing. Sabir has been advised to make a backup. Hurry up. Okay. Sabir has been advised to make a backup of the documents folder that is on his PC. Give 2 reasons for this advice. Sorry? You say in case his data gets corrupted. Why are you pulling a folder? Like you say data. In case his data gets corrupted by a virus. In case his data gets corrupted by a virus. Good. Give me something else. In case his data gets stolen. Very nice. One more. Okay, only one more. Exactly. In case of accidental deletion, mistakenly he deleted his files. In case of accidental deletion. Okay. Right, everybody, we're going to keep moving. One decision that Sabir should make when creating a backup is what software to use. Okay, there are many backup softwares. Which one is he going to use? Identify 3 of the decisions he should be making. That means how often, right? Is he going to do it every day, every minute, every second, every month? Okay, frequency. Very nice. The size of the backup, how big is it? Okay. Very nice. Hold on. The frequency of the backup, the size of the backup, how much of space is it going to take? Who has access to the backup? Just give me one more. The physical location of the backup. Okay, where are you going to store this physically here? Waterproof place, fireproof place, different building, different room. Okay, in a safe. What is it? Okay. All good? You're not writing it. Okay. Okay. Question 6, I will not be doing. Okay. Question 6, we skip and we move down to question 7. Which one of these is a type of software used to compress files? Utility. Okay. Question 8. Which one of these is the type of software Howard should use to make copies of his application? We did this earlier also, no? Utility software. And then question 9, guys. Describe how utility software can reduce access times for large files stored on magnetic media. Defragmentation. Guys, magnetic media, I haven't taught it to you all yet. Magnetic media is a hard disk. Okay, so it will use something called defragmentation. So shall we note this down? Through the process of defragmentation. Is that enough for 2 marks? No, you have to tell how it works. Through the process of defragmentation, where fragments of data in the magnetic media would be organized, okay, in an ordered manner. Okay, so similar files will be grouped together. Program files of a similar program will be grouped together. So when the computer requires them, they have to only take them from one location. Okay.